Hi, my name's Gabe Amatangelo. I'm the Encounter Strike team lead, and I'm here to talk to you about Warhammer Online's PvE game. You've already heard plenty from Jeff, Paul, Josh, and crew about our Public Quest, Tome of Knowledge, Kill Collectors, and City Sieges. So I'm going to take this opportunity to let you know about dungeons and boss fights. That's right, Warhammer Online has numerous instance PvE dungeons, currently 15 to be exact. All of them require only a single group of appropriate level, gear, and skills to conquer, so you don't have to sweat maintaining a massive dramatic social network to enjoy this content. All of these dungeons include scripted boss fights whose defeat rewards players with top-of-the-line weapons and armor useful both in PvE and RVR. In this podcast, I will touch on a few of the features and gameplay spotlights you can expect out of 4 of these dungeons: Gunbad Tunnels, Bilerot Burrows, Sigmar's Crypts, and the Lost Vale. First up is the massive Realm Instance dungeon known as Gunbad Tunnels. A tribe of night goblins both refuses to join the WoG and has stolen ore critical to the dwarves' campaign. This forces both destruction and order armies into the mountain's honeycomb depths. Traverse the Public Quest trash pools with at least a single class balanced group or as many as multiple warbands. Earn enough influence and you will be able to access the group instance boss fights found throughout. Make it far enough into this dungeon and discover the remains of an ancient necromantic empire known as the Morcaine. Venture further still and face the monstrous beast Art Defeat, an enormous mutated two-headed squig. When fighting him, careful how long you expose him to the Morcaine magics, and then conversely how long you deprive him of them. This volatile boss monster requires a balancing act to defeat. Next up is one of the many group instance dungeons of varying level ranges to be found throughout each realm city. Sitting atop the Forgotten North's peak floats the inevitable city, a nexus point between worlds. Despite the Ravenhost's might, dark powers of all types find their way through the many facets of this city, including the Great Father of Pestilence, Nurgle. Over the ages, the twisting and constricting corridors have gradually taken on a grotesque form, reminiscent of a great beast's entrails. Dare to venture within and face all manner of filthy demons. Slow, hard-hitting attacks will serve you best against the plague beasts found within, for the more often they are hit, the greater the chance their many poxes will erupt. Defeat Nurgle's mightiest and face a great unclean one, the Bile Lord. Be sure to act quick once this greater demon swallows you whole. You'll have to fight your way out of its enormous belly before its pestilence-ridden digestive tract gets the best of your group. Another of the endgame dungeons to be found in the cities is Sigmar's Crypts. The Order of the Cleansing Flame needs your help in quietly purging the corruption that has found its way into the most sacred of temples. The twin lectors hailing from Sylvania have been corrupted by the vile necromancer Malsidius. Now their hunger for power has surpassed even that of the necromancer. They seek to siphon energy from the great spirits once at rest beneath the temple. Fight your way through Banshees, Reapers, and Undead Templars, and find yourself forced to make a deal with a Thieves Guild to finally reach these former lectors, against whom victory can only be achieved once you manage to use the twins' powers against each other. Lastly, we're going to take a look at the mysterious island known as the Lost Vale. Find passage to this group instance by way of galleon from the Avalorn docks. Only the best of the best will have the skills necessary to defeat the forces invading this island. This dungeon and its 15 boss fights will require you and everyone in your group to execute well on the various tricks of your trade, be they tanking, healing, MDPS, or RDPS. Solve the mystery of the shattered Menhir Stone before facing the Queen Spider and her lair. Be wary of the ledges when fighting the Butcher Gutbeater atop the island's cliffs. Be conscientious of your limits when tempted by the power the Keeper of Secrets offers. Should your group conquer the Lost Vale and rescue, or capture, the Everqueen, then you will earn weapons and armor befitting a city invader. With that, you will now have the power necessary to face Altdorf or Inevitable City's legendary lords. Well, that concludes this podcast. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with some more PvE goodness.